All right, welcome back. Let's check out some other tags. Again, tags all have a specific purpose. So we talked about the P tag before. That is a paragraph tag that allows you to write paragraphs. And then we looked at the H1 tag. That is how we write headers. But let's take a closer look. The paragraph tag is usually used for long form text when you're writing long paragraphs, right? So if we want to say hello world a bunch of times, then it might look like this. And if we put new lines within our code, those won't necessarily show up in the browser. So if we come back over to the browser and we refresh, we won't see these new lines that go between the first hello worlds and the second hello worlds. So there is another special tag for making line breaks called BR. So we can add a BR here. This is a self-contained tag similar to the image tag where there's not a closing. It's just a single tag that represents the entire element, and that will allow us to do a line break. So now we have a line break here before our ending. Now if we wanted to do 2 line breaks, we could do that and then refresh, and now we have 2 line breaks between our initial huge long hello world and our second. Now in practice you would actually rarely use the line break, and instead you would split these into 2 separate paragraph tags. So we might have an ending P tag here, so we'll close the P tag there, and then we'll start another P tag here, right? So this is how we would typically fix this. Instead of using the line break, we would just have 2 separate paragraph elements that by default are separated, and we can control the line separation with CSS if we wanted to later, like how far apart the lines are. Okay, so that's kind of what P tags are for, how you can use BRs to add line breaks. We talked about the H1 tag, but it turns out there's H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6, and these all are in descending order of size. So the higher the H number, the smaller the text. So let's just say this is we'll put H1 in the content here. Or like we'll show the H value inside of the content. So we have H1, H2, H3, H4, and H5, H6. Save, refresh the page, and then we can look at these header tags. So we say, hi there, H1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you want to structure your page in a way that had, you know, the biggest header at the very top, that is the title of the entire document, and then you might have subheaders that are H2, and if those within that subheader you had some, you know, smaller lists of things that you needed to break out into an H3, you could do that all the way down to an H6. So these are the special purposes for the header tag, which is they start with H and they have a number. The smaller the number, the bigger it is on the page, and the P tag and the BR tags. All right, that wraps up header tags and paragraph tags and line break tags. Let's head over to the next video where we're going to talk about how we can style text using a couple other HTML elements.